Hey everyone, here's a question I've been battling with in the last few days, and it's a recurring question that often comes up. It is the topic of, should I tell a date or a potential date that I have borderline? The obvious and decent answer is, of course, yes. Yes, I should. And I am a person who firmly believes in being honest. I struggle a lot with lies, actually, and I can't really see how anything can work unless there is complete honesty in a relationship, because otherwise you will have this feeling of insecurity where I am trying to hide something all the time instead of giving her the answer to why I might act like I do. So the obvious answer is yes, of course I'm going to tell my date that I have borderline, without any doubt. But the tricky question is, when am I going to tell? It's not a selling point, that's for sure. It is something that comes with huge stigma for good reasons. It is a relationship killer. Unchecked, uncontrolled borderline is, without any doubt, the maybe single most difficult diagnosis in a relationship. If one of the people in a couple have this, it is really difficult. And here's the thing, but it's of course a lot more difficult if it is undiagnosed and, well, uncontrolled in all forms. It is better to know and to find solutions than it is to not. But the thing is, that doesn't matter. If I meet a person who has even the slightest knowledge about borderline, they will know this. They will know that borderline is a really difficult diagnosis. It will be difficult to market this and label this as something that's easy. It's no problem. Because the truth is, I don't know. I have no idea how my borderline will show itself in a relationship. I know how it has shown itself in relationship, and that was very different. There are no real similarities in my previous relationship because they were all with very different people. And that's what matters. With the right person, it doesn't matter. The right person can handle this. He can handle me when I'm weak, when I am not in control of it. And it can also be a person that in no way triggers any of my weaker sides. That's really relevant. If I'm with someone who don't trigger anything in me, then it's okay. If I look at my previous relationships, the first large one, she and I clashed all the time. In essence, she triggered, and she couldn't handle it either. In my second one, she did nothing really to trigger anything, but when it happened, she was not very good at handling it. And in my last relationship, she triggered it all the time, but she was very good in handling it. So, it's a difference. It's a big difference in how people are. If I can find a person who neither triggers it or is unable to handle it if it happens, then I have this unicorn, this perfect match, that it won't be any problem. Because I know these people exist. I've met people who are, it's not a impossible demand to find a person that is both very good in understanding other people and also not easily affected themselves. And, can walk on and tread carefully around me, and I mean, don't do things that easily trigger someone with this. I mean, sure, there's going to be incidences where my illness is basically impossible to take in consideration because it is irrational. And in those times, it is up to how the person can handle me not reacting irrational, and you know, when my emotions take the best of me, then that's what matters, of course. But of course, I'm not there yet. I'm looking for a partner. I've started recently, just in the last week, and talking to some women on dating apps, and I have mentioned it for them that I have issues. I have not explicitly talked about borderline, and I think that is fair. It's not a selling point. It is something that will come with a huge stigma and label, and I don't think I need that, because it's better to you know, hook a person a little bit, get them hooked, get them interested. If they are interesting, if I find them interesting, of course. If I'm very picky, so that's not necessarily the thing that's going to happen. But if I find someone attractive and like them, of course I'm going to try to make them like me as well. And then I need good selling points. I mean, that's what finding a partner is about, to some extent. Trying to sell yourself and look for things that, you know, in the partner that you like as well, of course. All that, you know, I don't explain that. Anyways, you can see snow is blowing in here now, snowstorm, and yeah, I just wanted to share this, a bit of a not easy to answer question I have. I don't have an obvious answer. I think the obvious answer is yes, I'm going to tell, but the problem is when. This is a cold and chilly video, and yeah, I'm going to end it right here. Have a good one, folks.